The Federal Health Minister Greg Hunt has publicly apologised to a Northern Territory mayor after an expletive-laden confrontation with her last year. Both the Minister and the Prime Minister were pursued in question time, with the opposition railing against the behaviour and the 6-month delay in saying sorry.
Physically intimidating, misogynistic and unprofessional. The Mayor of Katherine, Fay Miller, says she was shocked by Greg Hunt's behaviour towards her at a meeting in Canberra last year. Ms Miller was lobbying the Minister to provide counselling services for residents dealing with water contamination caused by chemicals from the nearby RAAF base. She said after mentioning difficulties in communicating with Senator Nigel Scullion and his office, the Minister's demeanour turned ugly.
Turned on a switch of some sort because he relocated his chair, pointing towards me, and said, you need to effing get over it. You need to effing make Senator Scullion your best friend, and 2 more sentences with expletives in them.
Ms Miller, a former deputy leader of the Country Liberal Party, says Mr Hunt also wagged his finger in her face, called her feisty, and mentioned the deceased former mayor of Port Augusta, Joe Baluch.
And he said, I've heard about you, you're feisty. And he said, Mayor Joy Baluch from Port Augusta, ministers hated her. That was misogynist.
1 week after the December 6 meeting, Ms Miller wrote a letter thanking the Minister for his time and adding, I am seeking an explanation for your abusive behaviour and a written apology. Ms Miller says after an unsatisfactory reply, she wrote again but heard nothing. After the Minister was contacted by journalists about his conduct at the December meeting, Ms Miller received an apology by phone yesterday, almost 6 months later. And today, Mr Hunt made it public.
I use strong language. I have apologised to the Mayor of Katherine, and today I want to repeat that apology publicly and sincerely and absolutely.
But it was far from over.
Is the Prime Minister so arrogant and so out of touch that he chose to ignore this shocking behaviour until it was raised by the media?
My office did not ignore the correspondence from the Mayor of Katherine, quite the contrary. The Minister has apologised.
But it appears it's not the only incident. Under further questioning, Mr Hunt revealed a Health Department bureaucrat had lodged a complaint against him over another episode involving strong language. Stephanie Zillman, ABC News.